You're watching the area's best sports on 5 News.
Good evening, thank you kindly for joining us. Conference play has not been a sanctuary for the WVU women's basketball team, to say the least. The Mountaineers opened Big 12 play with 4 straight losses and have split their last 4, dropping them to the bottom of the league. But a win against a ranked Oklahoma squad this afternoon could help turn that all around. Bria Holmes and the Mountaineers looking to end their 2-game skid. Holmes, however, would run into early foul trouble and sit most of the first half. It's close in the early going. WVU down by 1 until Bree McDonald hits a corner 3. She'd have 14 first half points. WVU goes up 10-8. Now midway through the half, Maddie Manning leaves it for Vionis Pierre-Louis. Score tied at 14, but OU shooting goes cold for the next 9.5 minutes. WVU capitalizes with a 16-2 run off the Sooners' turnover. Tiana Madro gets it in transition and scores it, putting the Mountaineers ahead 18-14. Half coming to a close here. Oklahoma's shot is blocked and McDonald has free sailing to the hoop. She'd finish with a game-high 19. WVU leads at 32-23 at the break. OU cutting into the lead in the second half with a 10-4 run. A West Virginia turnover leads to a Peyton Little runner. WVU's lead down to 5, make it 3. Shireen Campbell-Olds at the post gets it to go. 51-48 the score, but OU would get no closer. 8:30 left. Avery Fields over 2 defenders, drops 2 over 12. She'd have 12 boards as well for a double-double. Now under 3 minutes to go. Lene Montgomery fed in the paint to add to the lead. WVU gets a much-needed win at home, 78-69.
We needed that win. I will say we needed this one bad, and our girls played hard. You know, we got a long way to go still, but you know, at least we played hard and we beat a good Oklahoma team.
We kept fighting today. We didn't let up. Normally, when it gets down to 3, we kind of drop our head and our energy kind of gets low. But today, we actually picked up our energy when we seen that it was cutting into the game. And I was thinking to myself, there's no way that we can lose this game. We've been up the whole game. You can't lose this game.
I think we all came out. We were focused, ready. Everyone was ready to go. People, the starters, and people coming off the bench gave us great energy. But that started practice. I think we had a couple good days of practice, and that carried over to the game today.
As the Big 12 men's basketball schedule nears its halfway point, many opponents will be preparing for their second look at West Virginia's pressure defense. TCU handled it much better in their second meeting last Saturday. Texas Tech was absolutely befuddled by the Mountaineers Saturday at the Coliseum. In their first meeting in Lubbock, 22 Tech turnovers were turned into 18 West Virginia points. Yesterday, the Red Raiders coughed it up 26 times, leading to 33 Mountaineer points. West Virginia ended up taking 16 more shots from the floor than the Red Raiders did, so a second look at WVU's press was as difficult as the first.
We haven't been shooting the ball that well this season, but one thing that can never change is our hustle and our mentality on the defensive end. So we feel like we have the tools and the bodies to be able to press anybody, make anybody turn the ball over.
It seemed like they started giving up when the lead kept extending in our favor, but it just seemed like we wanted it more, and the more fresh legs came into the game, the more easier it got for us on defense to get more deflections to lead to open shots.
That's the beauty, and playing the team again is, you get to go back and watch what you did well and what you could have did better. And, we made adjustments as far as what we could have did better, and I think it showed tonight.
Taking a look now at the boys' high school Big Ten standings as provided by West Virginia Radio's Chris George. Bridgeport has tied Fairmont Senior for the top spot, both boasting an undefeated record. Preston is also undefeated in conference play and comes in third, followed by RCB and Lincoln to round out the top 5. On the next page, Lewis is in 6th, Grafton in 7th, PB and North in 8th and 9th respectively. BU and Eastside are tied for 10th, Elkins in 12th, and Liberty rounds out this week's boys' standings. Over on the girls' side, West Fairmont is in the lead with 1 more conference win than second place North Marion. Bridgeport is in 3rd. Lincoln and BU are tied for 4th to round out the top 5. RCB comes in 6th, followed by Grafton, Preston, Lewis, and PB to complete the top 10. And on the last page, Eastside is in 11th, followed by Elkins and Liberty. The full standings can be seen at highscore.wdtv.com. We'll have these standings each and every week. Same bat time, same bat channel. We turn now to the links. Today's final round of the Phoenix Open had a bit of a homely feel to it. Brooks Koepka claimed his first PGA Tour win this afternoon, shooting a 5-under 4th round to take the low card 15 under. Why does this feel so homely, you might ask? Well, Koepka's father, Bob, is a Bridgeport High School alum. Brooks is a Florida native who attended Florida State and was already eligible for this year's Masters after placing 4th at the U.S. Open last summer. His 50-foot eagle putt from the fringe on the par 5 15th put Koepka at the forefront, and 3 straight birdies sealed the victory over the likes of Hideki Matsuyama, Bubba Watson, and Ryan Palmer. And we wrap it up on the ice. Nashville Pens today at Consol Energy Center. Roman Josie's slapper less than 5 minutes into the game is all the Predators would need. However, they tack on 3 more and shut out Pittsburgh, who's lost 6 of their last 8. The final in this one 4-0. And that'll do it for sports. We'll have more EMAC after the break.